Hello YouTubers, how's it going? This is Sega Saturn Gamer 48 here, and today I am going to be doing my updated Nintendo 64 collection. It is growing rapidly. Nintendo 64 was my first console I ever played, and it's my favorite console of all time. I really recommend all of you get one. And so yeah, let's get started, shall we? First, I'm gonna go with the accessory. I'm not gonna count the controllers because I have a lot of controllers. Anyway, here's the expansion pack I got a few years ago. Retro Bit. It's the expansion pack put in for my N64. It's not the original one, but it's nothing. And here's my box. N64 games. Mission Impossible. It is complete in box. Great shape. It's a really great game. I've done a review on this, by the way, so I really recommend all of you checking it out. NASCAR 2000. It's okay. I hardly played it before. This is complete in box as well. And my beat up copy of South Park 64 in the box. Right there. I don't know if you can see it. But the cartridge is in great shape. Alright, so now let's get started. I'm going to be giving a brief description of each N64 game. So here we go. First we have Wallaway Country Club. It's I can't say it's okay, but it's not good, but it's not bad, too bad either. But I'll recommend all these N64 games to only complete N64 collectors. But in general, I wouldn't recommend this. However, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, I really recommend this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Pick this game up. I've done a review of this already also. And the game where I got my ass kicked is NFL Blitz 2001. It is a really great football game, even though even though I'm not good at football games, but still, I really recommend getting it. And thank you, Jake, for writing on the cartridge. Here's another copy of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Game I got not too long ago. Not Shadow Bones. I was supposed to say Shadow Bones 14, but that's my best friend on YouTube. Anyway, I meant to say Shadow Man. This game is like I only played a little bit of it, but I can't really give a good enough description yet because I haven't really played too much of it yet. Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you can see my beautiful face. Alright, seriously. Okay. Spider-Man 64. I love this game. You fight many different villains such as Rhino, well, you don't fight Green Goblin, but there's all kinds of villains such as Rhino, Venom, Carnage, and exclusively only character that's only been released in the Spider-Man game was let me think, was Monster Rock. So you fight more villains, including Scorpion as well, so I recommend it. Did an F-bomb rage in this game. Superman 64, I cannot stand this game. And I see people some people dislike the video for, I guess, because I went F-bomb rage too much. Well, guys, I'm sorry for going on my F-bomb rage. I promise I will try my best not to say it as much, because I love pleasing my fans. A lot of people, like, they'll chat with somebody, and as soon as they get partnered, they don't care about comment or writing them back or anything because they believe in the money. To me, it's not about the money. I'm personally partnered, but guys, I love all of you, so I'm gonna keep making many videos for you, and I love you guys. I respond to every single question. Even I'm partnered, and I'm still replying to comments. I will reply to comments even if I have 100,000 video views, which hopefully I will reach that. So anyway, back to what I'm doing. Gex 64. Enter the Gecko. Really love the game. The only thing I don't like about it is that you have to remember the password to the game. So this game is Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I done a review of this last night on Zipcast. It's a Zipcast exclusive video that I made. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater, a great skateboarding game. WCW NWO Revenge. This is a great fighting game. You could select, like, I think around 40 characters such as Hulk Hogan, Giant, Goldberg, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Buff Bagwell. Was Raph in this game? I don't remember. Anyway, he got multiple characters. Raven. Pokemon Stadium 2, done a review of this game. And let's see, yeah. This is my original copy that I got back in 1998. I love this game. It's such a great game. Really recommend it to all of you. And the Power Glove Girls. I mean, every time. The Powerpuff Girls Chemical X Traction. Chemical Extraction. This is a pretty, well, I can't say it's pretty okay because it's horrible, but I'm going to do a review of this game, though. WWF Attitude. It's just like WWF Warzone and ECW Hardcore Revolution, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of people hate on this game, but I really love it. And speaking of ECW Hardcore Revolution, here this is basically the same thing, just different characters and different match types. Turok 2 Seas of Evil, great first-person shooter. I love this game, really recommend it. Clay Fighter 63 in the third, really great game. Well, a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. Chameleon Twist, I really love this game. I'm going to do a review of this. I'm going to review every single Nintendo 64 game eventually. And Rugrats the Movie in Paris. It's an okay game. I remember wanting it. I remember wanting it as a child at one time. Anyway, F1 pole position 64. Oh god, I'll be honest with all of you, I didn't like it too much. Wave Race 64. I love this racing game. One of my favorite racing games of all time. Really recommend all of you picking it up, and I did a review on it. San Francisco Rush 2049, a great racing game. I really recommend all of you getting it. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not missing any more than 64 games, alright. WWF No Mercy, my favorite wrestling game of all time. You customize your moves just like WrestleMania 2000 and everything. It's a really great game. I really recommend it. Dr. Mario 64, picked up this game the same year it came out in 2001. Fell in love with it, still love it, recommend it. Fighter's Destiny, a good fighter game, released in 1997. I really recommend all of you getting it. Daikatana, a lot of people hate on this game, but I'll be honest with all of you, I love this game. And I recommend it, really. A lot of people, so please don't dislike the video for my opinion. Remember, respect other people's opinions, suckers. Anyway, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Great Star Wars game, recommended. WCW vs NWO World Tour. Great wrestling game. First wrestling game to be released on N64. 007 The World's Not Enough. I did a review on this while talking about the new YouTube website. Basically, pretty much, what was it at the time? Uplift Society. Well, anyway, great first-person shooter. It's not as good as GoldenEye, but it's the most. I mean, I would definitely pick this game up. Must own. Gex 3, Enter the Gecko, the first Gex game I ever played. Love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. My favorite, like my favorite world to go to is where you're in the snow and you gotta fight Santa Claus and screw it, recommend it. Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers. I haven't played this game in years, but I used to love it as a kid, but I don't know if I would still love it now. And my original copy of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time from when I was 3 years old in 1998. Love this game. Recommend this game. This is my favorite game of all time. This and Conker's Bad Fur Day. Oh, and a big disappointment, I don't have Conker's Bad Fur Day anymore because I traded it off to get multiple N64 games. So, I'm going to try to get Conker's Bad Fur Day back. So, Yoshi Story, great game, recommend it. Pokemon Stadium 2, really recommend it. Mario Tennis, great sports game. Second sports game released on N64 that featured Mario, recommend it. First sports game for the N64. First Mario sports game for N64 was Mario Golf. Or was that the first? I don't remember. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 4. I really love the crap out of this game. Recommend it. Cruis'n USA. Great racing game. I love it. Recommend it. Turok Dinosaur Hunter. I love this game. I don't know what it is, why I love it so much. I guess because you kill dinosaurs. Anyway, Pokemon Snap. Really recommend this game. You take photos of Pokemon and everything. Alright, let me get quite a few at a time. Alright. Aero Fighters Assault. Just got this game not too long ago. I really can't say if I recommend it or not because I hardly played it, but I did play like a minute or two, but it was okay. Okay, Donkey Kong 64, over 1 million things to collect, and great game, one of my favorite games of all time. Recommend it. So, Diddy Kong Racing, great racing game. Really recommend it. A lot of people have it. There's a huge argument sometimes about Diddy Kong Racing versus Mario Kart 64. Some of you might want to hear my opinion. I personally prefer Mario Kart 64. But yeah, I love Diddy Kong Racing because it features Diddy Kong, Banjo, and Conker. Anyway, Madden NFL 2001, hardly played it because it's alright. Rainbow Six, love this game, great first person shooter. Track and Field 2000, I sucked when I first played it, but last time I played it, I was pretty good at it, so I would say it's okay. And thank you, Jake, for writing on this game again. WCW Mayhem, great wrestling game, really recommend it. Hexen, first person shooter, I love this game, recommend it. NASCAR 99, just got this game not too long ago also, really recommend this game. Let's see, Dark Rift, a fighting game. Just like, it kind of reminds me of Fighter's Destiny in a way. But anyway, this is a pretty good game, I really recommend it, I guess. Glover, love this game, an unappreciated platformer. Love this game so much, and I wish this game got more credit than what it did. There was going to be a Glover 2, but I think it was because of the poor sales, that's why they canceled Glover 2. Not for sure. NBA in the Zone 98. It's an okay basketball game. The best thing about this game is the song, the intro. I think the song is by Cypress Hill or something. Anyway, Banjo-Kazooie, great 3D platformer. Really recommend it. Jet Force Gemini, love this game. Great third-person shooter, must pick it up. Quake, great first-person shooter, must pick it up. Let's see, gotta get more. Okay, let's see, here we go. Castlevania, some people hate it, some people love it. I personally love it, recommend it. It was the first 3D Castlevania game to ever be released. Super Mario 64, one of the first launch titles to ever be released. It was this and Pilot Wing 64 were the two launch titles in the United States on September 29th, 1996. Best Mario game, in my opinion, and the first Mario game to be 3D. Really recommend it. Pokemon Stadium, already talked about it. Midway's greatest arcade hits. Pretty good, but I'd rather play Namco Museum 64. Buck Bumble. Now this is great third-person shooter. You play as a bee, you shoot bugs and everything. I really recommend that. That's unappreciated. Hardly played Micro Machines 64 Turbo, but from what I play, it looks okay. Blast Corps, love this game. You destroy buildings and everything. Really recommend this as well. Bomberman 64, love this game a lot, and really recommend this. And oh god, I love this game. A lot of people hate it, but I love it. And this South Park 64. I'm gonna do a review of this game. Well, like I said, I'm gonna do a review of all of these games, really. So, iPad move. All right. Anyway, next we have Cruis'n World. Done a review of this. Great racing game. Recommend it. Super Smash Bros. My beat up copy. Anyway, great. This is the game that started it all. Okay, what? I'm trying to move this. Anyway, this is the game that started it all. Without this game, there wouldn't be no Super Smash Bros. Franchise at all. You could play as Mario, Luigi, Samus, Ness, Link, Kirby, Fox, McCloud, Captain Falcon, Jigglypuff, Pikachu. Really recommend it. Star Fox 64, love this game, really recommend it. Came out in 1997. Another copy of Ocarina of Time. I already talked about it before. Great first-person shooter. It's my second favorite first-person shooter of all time, and that's Perfect Dark. Johanna Dark is sexy. Anyway, WWF Warzone. I love this game. I kicked many ass in this game. Toy Story 2. Used to love it as a kid, but I don't know. I don't know about if I love it or not now. Anyway, Top Gear Rally. Great racing game. Love it so much. Recommend it. Next we have WWF WrestleMania 2000. Great wrestling game. Let's see. Madden Football 64. Hardly played it. Hey You Pikachu. Used to love this as a kid. Haven't played it in about 10 years. WCW Nitro. I used to hate this game, and I did a review of this over a year ago, and I said how much I hated it, but then I gave it a chance, and I think it's okay now. Namco Museum 64. I love this game. It has Galaxin, Galaga, Dig Dug, Pole Position, Miss Pac-Man, and Pac-Man, and what else? Galaga. Recommend it. WCW Backstage Assault. A lot of people say they hate this game, but I personally love it. I guess because I played it since played it the same year it came out. Anyway, Mischief Makers. I haven't played too much of this yet, but it's a great game enough where I would play it again. Really recommend this game. NASCAR 2000, it's just a shame. Knockouts Kings 2000, great boxing game. I love it. It's the only boxing game I own on Nintendo 64. Game that was released exclusively on Blockbuster. Razor Freestyle Scooter. Really recommend it, really. NBA Courtside. Great game. Recommend it. My favorite basketball game on the N64 that I played. Mission Impossible. Did a review of this. Great game. Recommend it. And my rarest Nintendo 64 game in my collection. And I got this with 5 other games for $10 in the total. Got this last year. That's Stunt Racer 64. Love this game. Great racing game. For a rare game, it's actually cheap. So pick it up if you see it cheap. Rayman 2: The Great Escape. Great 3D platformer. Next we have I'm messing up on my words. Next we have South Park Chef's Love Shack. Trivia game, like multiple questions. You choose from Kyle, Kenny, Stan, or Eric. Anyway, I always pick Eric Cartman. But if you play as Eric Cartman, you can play a secret game where you have to eat the beefcake and eat the beefcake. Anyway, if you play as Kyle, Stan, or Kenny, you can watch Eric Cartman get an anal probe. It's hilarious. Next we have The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Holographic Edition. Love this game. I am very close to beating this game. I really recommend all of you getting this game. GoldenEye 007. Great first-person shooter. Really recommend it. This is my favorite first-person shooter of all time. And next we have Mario Kart 64. My favorite racing game on N64. Probably, if I had to choose, probably be my favorite racing game of all time. Really recommend this. And that is it, guys. Hold on, let me double check and make sure. I don't see any more racing games. Any more than 64. Alright, guys, I'm back. Gotta get me a cigarette. Anyway, guys, that's all the Nintendo 64 games I have. Anyway, if any of you want to see me do a review, I'm going to review all the Nintendo 64 games eventually. And, Like I said, I'm going to review all the Nintendo 64 games eventually. But if any of you want to see a Let's Play of any of these games I just listed that I have not started a Let's Play on or reviewed, let me know in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. And hope you guys enjoy this video. And this is Sega Saturn Gamer 48 signing off.